Welcome. I'm Thomas Adkins, and I'm going to be going through this Section 179D sales presentation. And you'll see that it says Section 179D. It has a picture of a different building. Each one of our proposals has a picture of a different building. With you making the presentation, normally with the cash and last, you'll have these put in one folder, and you'll have another folder with your Section 179D. So what you're doing is you're sitting down with the owner of the building and showing them the benefits of getting $5 a square foot tax deduction with the Section 179D. Part of the whole concept here is the reduction in utility and wattage. So on this side, you'll see all the existing lights. On this side, you'll see the new LED. What you want to do is flip through the pages till you get to the page that talks about they're currently using 254,000 kWA, and they'll go down to 131,000 kWA. They'll save 48% on their utility bill. And that's close to, they would get $4.80 a square foot for this project here, but we usually round it to about 5 because it can go up or down. The other thing is we have the project cost is 117,000. And then what we do here, we have the analytical page where we show them the analytics of the project. But this proposal here, we talk about the energy efficient Section 179D, and you can just outline the details of it. But basically what's happening is if the client uses prevailing wage and apprentice hours, and we utilize ASHRAE standards and we meet certain standards, they can get $5 a square foot. They can actually get as high as $5.50 a square foot. So this place is called West Hills Health and Rehabilitation. One of the things we'll show you is we show a picture of the building in this one page. This is what I call a one-page C-suite bullet page. And in here we have the EPA Act Standards Section 179D. It's 90,000 square feet at $5 a square foot. We'll get $450,000 tax deduction. And many times with the Section 179D, the value of the building when they go to sell it could go up by at least 5% because it's energy efficient. And then their current ROI is 2.6 years. But one of the things we're going to be doing is we're going to be integrating the Section 179D ROI and the regular lighting proposal. So it may be more like a 1-year ROI. So on 90,000 square feet at $5 a square foot, they get a $450,000 tax deduction. So one of the things that I typically talk to people about is what is your tax rate? Usually it's 25 to 30% corporately. It could go as high as, I don't know, 38%. But if they hypothetically had a 30% tax bracket at $450,000, they would get about $150,000 tax credit. Well, if you had, if you bought a Tesla and a Tesla gives you a $7,500 tax credit, that means that you don't have to write a check to the Internal Revenue Service. $7,500, you get a tax credit. In this situation, you're going to go ahead and get maybe $130,000, $150,000 tax credit. Well, the project is $117,000, so it's actually going to pay for it, and you can carry forward your tax credit. So this is why Section 179D is a great way to upgrade your facility, and you can have the IRS basically pay for the project. So on Section 179D, what we do is we propose this, we show it to them, and then what we do is you want to ask who's your CFO, your Chief Financial Officer, or who's the CPA for the company. And if you can try to get the number and say, look, what I'd like to do is pass this information on because they need to vet it out and check it out. So what I'd like you to do is the goal here for this meeting is to see if I can get to their tax individual so they can vet it out. And the majority of the time, it's always vetted out, and it's true. It works. We've done it with large casinos, large businesses. Initially, they don't believe it. And after they check into it, they realize, yes, indeed, it is true. So this is what we do. And this is Section 179D. Good luck with it. Thank you.